All right, welcome back to another modern video. It is I, Dan, and I'm here playing Rakdos Scam. Now, this is the deck that I am likely playing in my cash tournament coming up, and I want a few more reps with online hands and such. Uh, as I said in the podcast, I'm not really confident in my opening hand keeps, so if there's anything that I get critique for in this video, I'd prefer it be that. But otherwise, this is a very standard Rakdos scam list. The lands look a little weird because I don't have enough tickets for mana traders to get like the actual land package that I would be running. But if I was to be running the land package, it would be 2 Bloodstained Mire, 2 Marsh Flats, 2 Verdant Catacombs, 2 Polluted Delta. Again, don't have the money for or don't have the tickets for all of those, and don't feel like upgrading. So instead, we're just going with kind of a hampered. It's not really hampered. They've all fetched for swamps. That's all that matters. Otherwise, the standard scam list. I was previously playing Blood Moon and Magus in the main board, mostly in paper for that, because my area is full of Titan players. So if I do anything, if I make any sweeping changes to the list, it will likely be that just for the paper meta, and I'll just like bring in the Bone Crusher Giants instead. But otherwise, let's get right to a modern league. All right, so as with Scam, you want to be on the play here. Winning the die roll is huge. All right, so this hand looks super weak. One lands, a bunch of like nothing, no what the heck? No like undying effect. Fatal push and Thoughtseize are fine, but like the rest of the hand is fairly uncastable. So let's mulligan this. All right, this hand looks a little bit better. Having a turn 1 and 2 play and like having up to 4 lands. Of course, we're going to put back a swamp here, but having 4 lands is having 3 lands and then a grief, which we should be eventually able to cast, will be very, very useful. So let's put back a swamp. Opponent also mulliganed to 6. Hopefully they continue to mulligan. I mean, however, if they continue to mulligan, that means they're likely Titan, or maybe a scam mirror match. I'm guessing. All right, they have also mulliganed to 6. Let's begin. So with this, we're gonna just shock and steam fence, blood crypt, and play our monkey. All right, and with that, we're chilling. Not really any effects to do here, so we're again chilling. So fatal push. Yep. All right. So this is likely scam. I'm guessing. Bowman. I think I want a Dothy here. I think I want a Dothy first over Bowmasters. The person who resolves their Bowmasters second in this matchup tends to be the one on the back foot. So. Hopefully no bolt. Hopefully no push. Cavern of Souls. Okay, so it's not zombie. Okay, so this is just like creature deck. Carrion Feeder, sacrifice a creature, Grave Crawler. Okay. So I think, going into my turn, I think I'm just going to main phase kill the Grave Crawler. So that way I can, I mean, this is pretty good too. So I think we start with a Fatal Push. Start with a Fatal Push. Let's fetch. I think I want another swamp here. That might wind up being a mistake later, but I don't have any double red pips. And I do have a lot of double black pips. All right, cool. Yep. So I don't know. Very easy game. I mean, they had the fatal push. They had the early fatal push, and then I just had Dothy and other such things. All right. So of course, sideboard guides likely don't have something for this, but I feel like Leyline of the Void with zombies being the thing is very important. Also along that line, Hidetsugu consumes all and Legion's End. So this is all the stuff I brought in. Stuff I want to take out. I could also see Kolagon's command being useful here. Maybe even explosives. But let's see based off of what I think is bad here. I think Bone Crusher's fine. I think these cards are good. Kroxa might be terrible because I think they want a lot of their stuff in the graveyard. Shoulder might be too slow. Molten Collapse seems good, especially considering if they run Aether Vial. Bolt seems good. Thoughtseize might not be as good. I don't know. I think this looks mostly right, so let's just run it. Of course, being on the draw, game 2 is not as useful. So we have Molten Collapse, Dothy, Grief. I mean, a scam effect here is pretty massive. Our entire hand, except for these Griefs, is castable, and we didn't take out a single Undying effect, I don't think. No, we didn't. Okay, so I'm willing to run this. Stitcher Supplier, sure. Ragavan. Okay, so we're tempoing out again. Now, of course, Ragavan, not fantastic into Stitcher Supplier. So maybe this is actually a remove. Maybe on the draw this should have been a remove, but I don't know. All right. I think I either want a land or a Bowmasters here. All right, this has no effects whenever it enters the battlefield. What is a Infernal Grasp? Okay, Cavern, Swamp. So I think I want to pop this Undead Augur now. I think I'm going to pop this now because them drawing cards like every time a zombie dies is pretty important. We're not attacking here because that's a terrible attack. Yeah, I just wanted to keep them drawing a card and losing a life is like them drawing the card is the most important part of protecting. Is I don't want them to draw a card. Okay. 3 mana. Headless Rider dies. Okay. So again, I'm looking for Bowman here. I mean, a Molten Collapse is fine, I guess. I think I'm just casting this Dothy. Ooh, actually. Let's play our Bloodstained Mire first. That way they think we potentially have like an Undying effect. Again, not attacking. I'm hoping that this doesn't hurt me in any way. I'm not fetching because of the Molten Collapse. Fatal Push. Okay. If they attack with Headless Rider, I'm just going to block with the Ragavan, likely. Likely. Uh-huh. 2 Gravecrawler, huh? Okay. Well. Good job stalling, Monkey Boy. I believe in you. Black Cleave Cliffs. All right, so unfortunately, we have to play a tap land. 1 card in hand. This just makes a 2/2 zombie. So I'm not sure if they play. I'm not sure if they play. What's it called? Aether Vial. We'll see if they do. I actually played against before the Fury ban. I played against somebody who was playing zombies in Modern, and boy, Fury was a beating for them. Yeah, these are fine. I can't do anything about these. Sure. Okay. Carrion Feeder. Okay. Yep, we're going to Molten Collapse that. Like, not even a question. Molten Collapsing that. Okay, we're going to just play that, I guess. I'm still going to leave this uncracked. Unfortunately, Monkey dies forever, but that's fine. I think it's more important. Like, I think getting this down is way more important than anything. Okay. Not exactly sure what this is going to do. Geralt's Messenger. I don't think this does what you think it does. All right. And I hit undo. Let's pass. Okay, they just top decked that. Which sucks a bit, but, you know, I tried. Black Cleave Cliffs. All right, XLL Graveyards. All right, let's cast the Bone Crusher Giant. I think getting rid of I mean, if they would top deck the land, the game was probably over because they can't like get anything. And then Hidetsugu transforms into A 3/3 with trample, I believe. Maybe a 4/4 with trample. And they can't block with these things. I would love to get a 6 mana here and just be able to like Grief Molten Collapse. Like Grief, obviously, they're playing whatever they're drawing, but like just having a 3/2 body on board, I think, is useful, especially because like at this current moment, well, actually, that's not true. They might be able to Fatal Push. I think I'm letting the next attack through, and then I'm going to Molten Collapse this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess it depends on what their draw step is. Because I might just go like swing with a 4/4. Okay, they're going to swing out. So this makes me think they have Fatal Push for sure. I think I can go to 7 here. I don't think that's a big problem. Okay. All right, so let's go Grief. See what this is. Okay. Fatal Push doesn't kill this because it has a mana value of 3. So that's fine. All right, so now I'm just like now I'm just getting like oh, I have to get Blood Crypt here. Takenuma, play Takenuma, Molten Collapse. Oh, actually, target zombie. Yeah, I can hit the Restless Dead, I guess. All right, now let's Molten Collapse this. Now you're going to say, wait, why did you do that? The simple answer is because I wanted to. They have no, like, they're going to, like, it's, like, I'm going to block probably both of these. Comes Restless Dead, I'm assuming. Undead Augur. Well, shit. All right, well, maybe the attack with the Bone Crusher was not very good, but it is what it is. So they're going to draw 2 cards, lose 1 life, or lose 2 life. Which means this Grief is mega live next turn. They have 3 mana. They can Gravecrawler, Gravecrawler. Bowmasters would be a big draw here. Yeah, I think attacking with the Bone Crusher made no sense. I don't know why I did it. Geralt's Messenger. Headless Rider. Sure. All right, well, we want to... I don't know why they wouldn't play the... That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Let's take the Geralt's Messenger. Do I attack with anything? I think the answer is no. Especially because they like double block the vessel, and it's just like Jover for me. You should really not. All right, so this tells me Fatal Push, but again, but like I have to block here. Like this isn't like... Like there's nothing else I can do here. Like obviously they're gonna make like two zombies. They're gonna make gonna draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Wish I had a this is all fine. I can't do anything about any of this. So you wish I had a Bowmasters here so I can make them lose a bunch of life. Like, you know, 4 life for each card they drew, essentially. Yep. I knew a Fatal Push was coming. Like I can't do anything about that. Another fucking... Why are you playing the Gravecrawler from hand? It doesn't make any sense. How do you have all of your Gravecrawlers? All right. So they're at 7. Is there any way I can win from this spot? I don't think so. Yep, I'm dead. I just drew... the removal spells that I had were just like Hidetsugu consumes all and then nothing else. Like I didn't have Fatal Push, no Lightning Bolt, no I didn't have this, I didn't have these, Fatal Push, Legion's End either. Like Legion's End again, like hitting a Gravecrawler would have been so massive. Like that alone would have just won me the game. So it is what it is. Maybe I just need to mulligan to like sideboard cards, but I felt like that hand was pretty strong considering it was like turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Dothy, you know, all that good stuff. All right, we have a Legion's End. We have everything that I wanted from last game, so we'll keep this. I don't think this hand has to be super strong for me to do well against them. I just think like this Legion's End has to be safe for a Gravecrawler. Period. And like end of sentence. Stitcher's Supplier's fine. All right, we're going to get a Blood Crypt here. I think part of it was also the fact that I got that Blood Crypt for no reason. I don't know. I think I made a couple mistakes in that game that mattered a lot. All right, so let's go Bowmasters. All right, there's a couple Gravecrawlers in the graveyard, so that's big. Big fan of that. This Legion's End is going to put in some serious work. I can't do anything here. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, huh? Another Stitcher Supplier, sure. All right, they play the Gravecrawler from Grave, so I think. Do I just Bowmaster as a supplier and ding the Gravecrawler? Or like and like ignore the Gravecrawler for now? I think it's definitely possible. Yeah, we'll just hit the supplier. I mean, maybe they mill over another Gravecrawler. Does this hit? Does this hit? They control, yeah. So like as many Gravecrawlers as they have, or bet is like best. And here comes 3. All right, so I think next turn is like a Legion's End turn. Champion of the Parish getting hit there was also pretty big. Okay. I'm not blocking this Gravecrawler. It's just not happening. Carrion Feeder. Gravecrawler from the grave. So the unfortunate thing, the unfortunate thing now is I need to Fatal Push this Carrion Feeder, so I need a 3rd land, like right now. That is not a 3rd land, so we're just killing this. That sucks. I really need a 3rd land here so I can... A 3rd land here would have been like a huge blowout for me. All right, we're racing with 4. So 4 cards in hand, but like they've played like nothing? So it feels weird. All right, so I'd love a land off this next draw step, just so I can, you know. Do I need a land? Not really. Unless something gets played that actually matters here, I'm good just going Legion's End on these Gravecrawlers. Collective Brutality. Did not escalate. Okay. Grief. All right, here's the Legion's End. Geralf's Messenger, Undead Augur. Well, that's not great. Fortunately, they took 2 from that, so I'm chilling. I do need to land very badly. Geralt's Messenger hitting me for 2. We need like a fetch land. Geralt's Messenger plus Undead Augur for sure this turn. Ooh, and it has Undying. Fuck. This game might be over. It all depends on this card. It's a Blood Crypt. Alright. This has to come in untapped. They have no cards in hand, so they're just top decking. All right, so I'm just hoping no Fatal Push here. As long as we have no Fatal Push, we're actually in business. Okay. You don't have anything that can enter the battlefield right now. Swamp. So if they don't block, this puts them to 1. And if they do block with this, I push this. Like, they have to block here. Yep. Which is the exact sequence I wanted. All right, now we go Fable. Fable token blocks the champion. This game was way harder than it probably should have been. This has to be Fatal Push to clear the Dothy. Yep. Okay, I want to discard a Grief and a Verdant Catacombs here. Yes. All right. That is GG. All right. Tough game. I don't know. Maybe my sideboard plan was not right. I knew the Legion's End would be such a blowout. Maybe they had to hit Hidetsugu's Consumes All might have been a bit too slow. Maybe I should have gone for Leyline of the Void or Mulligan to Leyline of the Void. No idea, but yeah, not bad. So we'll catch you in the next one. All right. Our next game in the league, we are not on the play, so that kind of has to inform how we do this. Really cheap hand. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, Bowmasters for potential DRC play. So, I don't know. I like it. Let's try it. They have mulligan to 5. 4. I like it less and less. They're at 3 cards. I like this way less and less. The Thoughtseize value is going to be huge on turn 1. Yeah, I'm definitely Thoughtseizing turn 1 with on a mulligan to 3. Blooming Marsh. Oh god, a mull to 3 and you get to Young Wolf. Okay, so I have 1 card left in hand. I'm definitely not doing anything now. It's fine. I'll take 1. No land, huh? Okay. So we don't want to fuck with this thing yet until we have like a Dothy in play. So second Thoughtseize. What are you trying to tell me, game? And we're going to fetch up a swamp with this one. We're going to Bowmasters their face. It's past this turn. I'm willing to eat 1 damage still. So we'll Bowmasters target them. If we draw Dothy, I'm Thoughtseizing next turn. We Grief. I don't have a... I think I'm just Thoughtseizing anyway. All right. I think Soul Cauldron is the worst thing that I can have played against me, so I'm going to get rid of the Soul Cauldron. If they get a land and go Bowmasters, if they Bowmasters my Bowmasters, I have a second Bowmasters that I can do that I can use in response. I think Soul Cauldron is the worst card for me to see from them. So I think that has to be the pitch. But again, no, I'm not sure exactly. Let me know what you think. Okay, they concede. Yeah, I guess they just weren't drawing lands, which, like, I get it. All right, so for this matchup, we want to get rid of monkeys. And Croxa. Bring in Legion's End, Kolagon's Command, and Shelly. Okay, we'll run with that. Obviously, I want to see one of those cards that I just sided in my opening hand, so... I mean, Dothy's pretty good. Assuming that they don't get to, like, Yogg early, Dothy is very good here. It's like a sideboard card already in the matchup. The big negative with this hand is that there's no turn 1 removal spell, like no Fatal Push, no Lightning Bolt. They kept 7, so... You have a Scam effect. just want to Black Cleave Cliffs here. Kind of want to just not take damage from my lands right now. Wall of Roots. Okay, can't do anything about that. So likely going Dothy next turn. If they have Fatal Push, they have Fatal Push. Like there's, you can't play around that. And I need to be putting on like some kind of pressure. Grist. Grist. Go for the throat, sure. I think I'm just holding this Bowmasters. Molten Collapse. I think getting rid of a Dothy, or I'm sorry, getting rid of a I think getting rid of a Wall of Roots is pretty important here. Especially if like they have Chord mana, like it can Chord for 2, essentially. Like, you know what I mean? Like math-wise, it provides 2 mana for a Chord of Calling. I think I'm going to Thought Seize as well. And like pitch any Yawgmoths. Rex Sage. Alright, you can have the... I'll take the Rex Sage. So they have Rex Sage, Takenuma Forest. Doesn't seem that strong. Dryad Arbor, sure. There's the forest. All right, so killing this Dryad Arbor is pretty big. I think I just want to play this tapped. I want to Bowmasters this Dryad Arbor. Wouldn't be shocked if they went Channel Takenuma. Yep. Get back. What'd they get back? They got back Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, so I can just res my Orcish Bowmasters here. We can also Yogg. Grist. Sure. Grist +1? Yeah. Where's Fury when you need it? Molten Collapse here would be nice. Guess I'm just going to Flood. No reason to attack. They also play Legion's End. Interesting. All right, we want to hold control just in case they pop our Bowmasters. We know they can. Okay, I think I'm casting this Grief. They Bowmasters in response, I just save my Bowmasters. Okay. Probably hit this. Ability goes on the stack. Bang. A second one, you say? Damn. Didn't expect that. All right, well, they have no cards in hand. That also said I have nothing going on. I think this might be a conceder. Like they have too much going on. I have no sweeper in the sideboard. There's like a Legion's End and a Shieldred. Like Shieldred's the only thing that could maybe save me, but even still, like that's not gonna do anything here. If I see a Yawgmoth, I'm just kind of, why'd you do that? That makes no sense. Another Grief. How about we just attack with this Grief here? See what happens. Swinging it. Grist, I think? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. This play is very bad, but like I think the game is just over too. You know what I mean? Like this is just one of those games where it's just like there's no way to win without a sweeper, and the only sweeper that I can possibly have in this deck right now is Legion's End to clear off the Bowmasters, but like that doesn't do anything, so all right, let's just pack it up. I don't need to see more. All right, so we're going to be on the play here. So likely looking for a Grief Skim or like probably just a Grief Skim. Yeah, I don't feel like that game was winnable. When really, I think the game was. I should have just conceded when the second Orcish Bowmasters came down. But hey, oh well. Yes, I'd love to play first. I don't think this does enough. One lander, huh? Also doesn't do enough. Uh, okay. I think we put back two Dothies. We're gonna pitch a Not Dead after all. Yep, that's the way it goes. All right, Soul Cauldron Grist. So yeah, Soul Cauldron. Grist. All right. Whoop. All right. So obviously this turn I would love a land. What else did they have? They had a Blooming Marsh, which can go a halfling. I think they had two Blooming Marshes. Yeah. They're 4 cards. Okay. Perfect. Hellbent, but like this is the best opening. Like this could not have gone better. Getting rid of both Grist and Agatha Soul Cauldron is so big. The only negative is if they pulled a Grist off the top. And they didn't. Good. It's that second Blooming Marsh. I think it's just two chords and 2 cards I'm unaware of. K command. All right. Third land would pretty much just pull this away, put this away. Bowmasters. Sure. They have things. Two of the things they have in hand are cord. All right, I have my own Bowmasters here. So the question becomes, do they triple block? If they triple block, I just pop one with this Bowmasters. Let's try to bait it out. Let's see if we can get a triple block out of this. Of course, the triple block also might be a bait for Yogg. All right. So this means that they're going to play their. They have a second Bowmasters. So we let this block go through. Oh, they're cording now. Cord for two. Cord for two is Strangleroot Geist. Their own a second Bowmasters. Okay, so let's do this. This is fine. Still at 5. So if I get a land, I win the game. I get a land and they don't kill this Dothy, I win the game. They have one card left in hand that I'm aware of, which is a second Chord of Calling. Another Bowmasters, that's fine. Oh, unless you have a second one? Do you just have... No, you can't possibly. Bro, are you really doing this? Fucking... Oh my god, you're so obnoxious. Oh my god, you're so obnoxious. Holy shit, you just had all 4 of your Bowmasters? Are you fucking for real? Legion's End, please? So, they've used both of their Chord of Callings. I think this is main phase, K-Command the Delighted Halfling, get back Dothy. Yes. Return target creature card. 2. And the reason why I say that is because if they get Yawgmoth, they can hard cast it with Delighted Halfling. So I'd want to shut their mana off. All right, this is fine. This is fine. Obviously, I wish I was doing 2 damage to them, but, like, whatever. I just wanted to shut off the top deck of... Yeah, this... Yeah. I just wanted to shut off that top deck. That's it. All right, so I think I KO these Bowmasters here. Just in case I get, like, Fable. Terminate's nice. All right, so Yawgmoth, I'm still fading Yawgmoth. Grist is the only card that really fucks me here. Oh my god. I guess Legion's End does too. All right, I'm at 9. What can I even get that saves me here? That doesn't do anything. I think I have to terminate this Orc Army token. Just to save myself, make it like a 3-turn clock instead of a 2-turn clock. And then I need a land. An untapped land. So like a Blood Crypt is fine. A Swamp is fine. A Mount Doom is fine. A Takenuma is fine. All right, that reduces my clock from 2 to 3 turns. I have really 1 turn to draw a land. And they cannot have Grist. Okay, they drew a land. Untapped land. Come on. Please. This Thoughtseize is dead. You gonna Dryad Arbor? Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. I can't even do anything. Them drawing that land was so bad. Yeah. Yeah, this game's just over. Yeah. Oh well. Just didn't draw any lands. Just drew exactly 0 lands when I needed to, multiple times. Like this Terminate I never felt like this Terminate mattered. And their top decks are just so much better. Like just being able to like get a land and then get the Dryad and then, a couple like 4 Bowmasters. Like I know 2 Court of Calling's got 2 Bowmasters, but like seeing 4 Orcish Bowmasters in the matchup is wild. Absolutely wild. So, oh well. Let's move on to the next one. It's also like probably Scam's worst matchup now because there's no Fury. Like multiple times in that game, like in that entire series, you could tell like, boy, a Fury here would just be so devastating to them. So I don't know. Brotherhood's End is not very good because like it also kills all your creatures, but like there needed to be something there. There needs to be a sweeper of some kind, like Path of Peril, which might be terrible, but like yeah, that seems terrible too. But I don't know. There just needs to be some sweeper in Scam. Otherwise, like it just gets completely obliterated by like these wimpy little creature decks. But so it is. All right, here we are for round 3. I'm on the play. I would love to play. This hand's terrible. I can only cast 1 of my cards. Two lands. Thoughtseize, not dead after I'll terminate. They also log into 6. I think I can do better. Okay. This seems fine. I think I'm putting back a Not Dead After All and Shieldred here. And just going turn 1 Ragavan. They are keeping 6. Keep. Done. Blood Crypt here. Untapped. Monkey. Okay. Mirror match, huh? Grief? Uh, Grixis. Likely. Maybe, the hell's it called? Rakdos Death Shadow? But I'm assuming it's Grixis something. Alright. Let's just go Dothy and pass. Obviously, whatever it is, Matt like cares about the graveyard, so like Unholy Heat, Mishra's Bauble, could be Grixis, Murktide, or something like that. I have no idea what this is. My guess is like Rakdos Death Shadow. Let's go Marsh Flats. Let's Thoughtseize. Let's find out what's going on. That's fine. Oh, it really is a Delve deck. Jesus. Oh, well, I want to get rid of the card advantage. Like, I know they can't cast it right now, but like, Expressive Iteration's like one of the best cards in the format for playing catch up. So, all right, they got their land. They're gonna be very close to. All right, let's fetch for a swamp. So they have Lightning Bolt, Drown in the lock. They're likely getting a Watery Grave here. Yep. I don't think I match up well against this. Like, with counter magic and shit. I wonder if they're just going to go for it with Gurmag Angler. I would love for them to play Preordain. Preordain here would be real nice. Yeah, looks like they're going for Gurmag Angler. Yeah, of course. I have nothing that kills this. Actually, that's not true. I have Terminate. So Terminate, Molten Collapse. I'm just dead in 3 turns. And they counter whatever I play. Yeah, it needed to be that, like, right there. Like, right there, it had to be Terminate. And it wasn't, so... Alright, so... It's a Delve deck, so it cares about the graveyard, so give me that. I don't think these matter as much. Kroxa could be okay. Dothy's very important. Bone Crusher. It doesn't seem like they play. Now, of course, I saw like 10 cards. So, and maybe that's like an argument for me continuing to play the game out. But, it feels like maybe they don't play. Maybe they play DRC. In which case, like, this is bad because Lightning Bolt, Fatal Push hit it. I think that sounds right. And then I think I want to take out one not dead after all. I'm gonna kind of play this like I'm playing against Murktide. Shieldred is what the sideboard guide says, so that makes sense. All right, submit. I think we want to mulligan to Leyline of the Void. Yes, I'd like to be on the play. This is not Leyline of the Void. This is Leyline of the Void. And also really strong. I'm going to leave one Leyline of the Void in hand, because if I draw Grief, it's a perfect pitch card. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to put back the Leyline. No. Yeah, I'm going to put back the Leyline. Opening game action. Yeah, I'm treating this like Murktide because, like, I'm sure it's just like Grixis Murktide, but like it's a fuck ton of Delve spells. I'm assuming they're gonna have Brazen Borrower as well. Bobble. Mm-hmm. Push. Inquisition, sure. You're probably going to take the Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt, is my guess. I don't know. That's fine too. Okay, so they're going to draw. Bowmasters is pretty good. In this spot in particular, Bowmasters is very good, especially because it doesn't seem like they're going to kill my Ragavan. Or like they can kill my Ragavan. And unless this is like nutty, I don't really want to cast it. Dress down. Okay. Yeah, that's not something that's nutty. Yep, now we're going to Bowmasters them. And just kind of flood the board, I guess. And now if they like Preordain, this is huge. I don't know if they might have Preordain. Like they might be tanking this because they have Preordain. And if they cast Preordain, like that's what? 6 damage next turn, so they'll be at 12. Or I'm sorry, they'll be at 12 after they take a Bowmaster's hit. They'll be at 6, and then I could like rip a bolt off with Ragavan, like they know the bolt's in hand, so okay. Drown of the Lock. That's fine. So still 4 damage coming across. I have second Ragavan, so got a Scalding Tarn. Okay. We are going to pass. So Leyline's doing a number on them. They've played like 5 or 6 spells. Like they easily could have delved by now if they wanted to. Obviously, the big thing is like I don't want them getting to 6 lands. I think it is to be able to hard cast a Gurmag Angler because it's still a 5/5. Like 5/5s are still incredibly relevant. You know, even if it is for 6 mana or 7 mana or whatever Gurmag Angler is. You would think I would know considering how much I play Pauper. Okay. Grief. With 5 cards in hand. Second Drown in the Lock. Sure. Go to 7. Second main, play a monkey. Pass. You know, they go for like a mountain here or like a like a blood crypt or, you know, I didn't know if they were going to play it untapped, but like if they played it untapped, I'd be fine with that, honestly. DRC. Um, I think I want to crack here and kill this attempt to kill the DRC. If they counterspell, cool. Like they knew, but they also knew about that. So what? Oh, of course. Maybe it was more correct to wait. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was more correct to wait, but I don't know. So we were on the draw for this game. I'm tempted to keep this, but again, like something I learned like in the last time I played against a Murktide, in paper, I didn't mulligan to Leyline and lost horribly because they resolved Murktides very early. So I think I just want to try. I mean, this is a strong hand too. I think I want to mulligan one more time. Okay. As much as I hate it. Let's go. Yep. This will probably lose me the game. Honestly, like if they thought seize me right here, the game's over. It tells me they don't have a thought seize. They could potentially have Stern Scolding. Dothie's decent. I just need a land. No subtlety, no Stern Scolding. No subtlety, no Stern Scolding. No subtlety, no Stern Scolding. This looks like a Stern Scolding. Okay, it's not a Stern Scolding or a subtlety. So what am I looking at here? We have Spell Pierce on Holy Heat. Okay, so we're going to take Spell Pierce. And I think we... So it is Death Shadow. It's just a weird Death Shadow with Gurmag Angler. Okay. So we definitely take Spell Pierce for sure. I don't think Fatal Push. I didn't actually. What's the wording on Fatal Push? How does Revolt work? Permanent you controlled left the battlefield, so it's not Descend. Descend is the other way. So good. So yeah, I think it's Fatal Push because Fetch Land or Kroxa turns it on. I think Kroxa turns it on no matter what. So we're taking. I think it's Fatal Push. Unfortunately, Unholy. Yeah, I think it was just kind of. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, what? Oh, because you fetched. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot about the fetch already. All right, so we want to take. Probably just Death Shadow and pass. I don't know. I definitely now that I know this is Death Shadow, like it doesn't really change anything, but like I can't just trot this Dothy Voidwalker out to die to an unholy heat, you know? So I kind of just have to hope they so we know they have we know they have these 3 cards. All right, so they're also stuck on lands, which is nice. Ugh. Gross. Maybe scamming wasn't right there. I think I had to no matter what. I think I had to take 2 and I got the land. God damn it. They were going to get the land no matter what, but like yeah, I don't know. Maybe the first hand, like maybe either of the first 2 hands were fine. Kroxa, that's fine. Dothy doesn't do much in this spot. If they hit Gurmag, it's just kind of GG. Actually. Third land, of course. I mean, also hitting Kroxa here is kind of just GG. Yeah, if they hit a 4th land and they can Kroxa, it's just kind of over. Although I guess I can Fatal Push it now, so that's decent. Unless they have Drown in the Lock. They have Drown in the Lock, it's just over. Okay, nothing to cast. 4 cards in hand, 2 of them on Holy Heat. I think playing Ragavan here is fine. Make them Unholy Heat. Like it's a 1 mana for 1 mana trade, so I'm fine with it. That's fine. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what everybody says about the hand management from this game. If I maybe should have just gone to 4 and looked for a ley line or something. Ugh. If they get a land, they can just Kroxa and just basically win the game. I think I pitched the Lightning Bolt in that case. Or if they get like they could get like Talaria, they get a Mishra's Bauble. They could get like Talarian Terror, which would be crazy if they have that. Problem is like even if they get a fourth land, like Kroxa can just is it escape 6? 5. And they have like 12 they have 11 cards in their graveyard, so they can just get it back. Ugh. This is so brutal. Alright, here's my own Kroxa. Would they pitch an expressive iteration? Man, they gotta have some gas in their hand if they're keeping expressive iteration, or if they're pitching expressive iteration. That's crazy. You know, Croaks me, dog. You have a third expressive iteration. Where is this when I play Murktide? Right? All right, so they can Croaks the next turn, and I don't have any way of exiling their graveyard on its own. Oh, this is a. Let's see if they take. I think this is a conceder, though. They're at 9. Wonder if they take the bolt. Yeah. Okay. So we're still in it. It's just not likely we're winning this. I kind of want to see what's up. Drown on the Lock. Let's take a Drown on the Lock. Fuck it. Pass. So they have a Drown on the Lock. They have a Drown on the Lock island. And one Unholy Heat left. Oop. So they can Kroxa here. I think they're just going to do it. Yeah. So I'm going to pitch Dothy, play Fatal Push. Like, obviously, this isn't great, but, like... Like, obviously, they get the ETB trigger again, but, like, I'd rather them not get the trigger and then swing. And like, also deal 6 damage next turn, you know? Yeah, you just do it. You just do the thing. Yep. And he's enough for another one. Oh, this is so brutal. Is there even anything else in my sideboard that does anything for this? I guess Legion's End would. Huh. If I knew it was gonna, if I knew, like, because I didn't see a Death Shadow until this game, I believe. If I knew, I would have Legion's Ended. I would have played Legion's End. No fucking question. Yeah. This game's my fault. I think I should have just stuck around with game 1 a little bit longer just to see what was going on, but, like, yeah, it's my fault that I lost this game, so. And, like, I'm sure one of the game 3 like, any of the other game 3 hands would have been, like, just as fine, like, just going, like, turn 1 Thoughtseize. I'm gonna review and see which hands, because I can't remember the hands right now, but, like, yeah. Just rough. Just sucks. Oh, well. On to the next one. All right, it's a new day. Yes, it is. I'm on the play. Four land, Shieldred, Ragavan. I mean, Ragavan on the play, keep, but like, no. Two Ragavans on the play, keep, yes. I think we can put back a Blood Crypt here. Opponent keeps 7. Okay. Let me yield. All right, pass. So, all right, no idea what our opponent is playing, obviously. No real information. Tron? Scales? Search for Tomorrow. Search for Tomorrow is... Suspend. Scape Shift? I think this is Scape Shift. Okay. Pre-combat. Let's go to combat. See what we get. Renin 6. Is Renin 6 worth playing? Or should I just play Bone Crusher Giant and develop my board? I think it's just play Bone Crusher Giant and develop my board. Now, of course, if they play a Renin 6 next turn, like, they play a Renin 6 next turn. Yep, they played a Renin 6. Let's see if they ping. Yep, they're going to ping. That's fine. So with it being potentially Scape Shift, I think dashing Ragavan into the Renin 6 makes sense here. Just do the 4 damage to them and then... And really, I've lost, like, no tempo. Meanwhile, they've tapped out for Renin 6. Like... Just in case, I think I will play the Blood Crypt untapped. And we'll pass. All right, so this basically this Search for Tomorrow is coming off of Suspend. Maybe it was correct to go face with Ragavan, but I feel like just like the 4 damage was more necessary than the treasure slash 2 damage. But I don't know. That's my guess, is that the 4 damage was more important than treasure plus card ripped off top. Another Renin 6. All right, well, I'm going to just crash into this Bone Crusher then. I wonder if they're leaving up 1 for Stern Scolding. Tap land. I wonder if this deck plays Stern Scolding. I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out, but... All right, combat. We're going to send this into Renin 6. I want to minimize Renin 6's ability to take over this game. Take a Valakut. Yeah, it's definitely a Scape Shift deck. Okay. So, we have the Not Dead After All up. We have the Terminate up for a prime time. If they play prime time. Okay, with the draw trigger on the stack, I am going to terminate. And then next turn I can dash Ragavan, bolt face. That kills them, yes. So they drew a card. Interested to see if they get anything off of this. They play a Stomping Ground. Tapped. Okay. So looks pretty clear for me to go Ragavan dash bolt. Just going to do this in my turn. I'm not going to slow roll this. I mean, if they have Force of Negation, they have Force of Negation. Okay. So against an Omnath deck, we definitely going to bring these in. I'm going to go look up the Scape Shift list while I have time. I'm pretty sure this is Scape Shift. Titan Shift, Rule Scape Shift, Teamer. You can also look up my opponent. What's my opponent's name? They are Lord Avatar. It's not that one. It's not that one. I think it's just a weirdo list. Okay. So, considering that it's a weirdo list, we want the Bolton class. I don't think Croaks is very decent here. The bolts are fine. Push is fine. Bowmasters seems not fantastic. Maybe even Shieldred's bad here. Let's try it. I don't know for sure. I'm not experienced enough with Scam to say for sure whether or not this is a good call. So we have a Scam on turn one. So unless they have subtlety, if they have a subtlety, that sucks. But so I'm good with just grief scamming them, honestly. Play Valakut tapped. Okay, we have Chalice. So it's right. They do. It's a Bring to Light Scape Shifts. So I think it's taking both Chalices here. Because they're probably going to go Chalice on one. Ren and 6 they can't play yet. So, like, if they eventually get to be able to play Ren and 6, fine. But yeah, I think it's Chalice here and then Not Dead After All. And then take the second Chalice and pass. All right, now we're hoping for second land and really third land too. We know they have Island, Ren and 6, Scape Shift, Bring to Light. And they played the Island. So let's just pass. Another Not Dead After All. So, I mean, that's decent for if they remove, or if they try to remove my grief with a bolt or something. Need to maintain as much control here as possible so that way I don't pass through and, lose my only pressure that I have. All right. Oh, no Ren and 6. Interesting. Blood Crypt. All right, I'm going to play this untapped. I am not playing Ragavan here. No reason to play Ragavan in this spot. Yeah, I think I'm going to Bowmasters here. Obviously, like, if they bolt the Grief now, it's bad, but I think having, what, 7 power on board, 9 power next turn. I think it's pretty, like, the upside to that is a lot higher than whatever they can do. All right, yeah. Yeah, just an Omnath Scapeshift deck, which cool. So I don't know. I don't feel like there's a lot to unpack. Like the second hand, the game two hand was really good. The game one hand was really good. So like, just some really good hands. So I think I played properly each game. You know, so I don't know. Not much to unpack. If you think I made a mistake somewhere, let me know because I'm trying to learn with this deck. But on to the next one. All right, last game we have lost the die roll. Happens. I mean, here's a scam hand. So like, I'm willing to keep this, even on the draw. Um, it could wind up being wrong. Oh, this is absolutely 100%. This is oh god, what do they call it? It's not Dicetron. People got upset when somebody called something like Dice Factory or something like that. Okay, so instead of hurting ourselves, let's just go. I think I want to keep this Grief. I want to pitch this Dothy. All right. All right. Pretty good ones to get rid of there. Pass. Yeah, I mean, like, nothing much to say. It's not like one of those things where it's like they have a million spells in hand. Do need to trim. So they got rid of Inventor's Fair, Paradox Engine. So they just have a swamp that I'm aware of. You gain 1 life. So they can no. So unless they have Dismember here, this is. I'm fine to dash Ragavan. Talisman of Dominance. Okay. Let's just pass. Hold up, not dead after all. Okay. I will definitely need Kolagon's command. Um, I'll definitely need Kolagon's command next turn or next game. Molten Collapse would be fantastic here. All right, so they get 2 mana of any color, and now play their swamp, so I know no cards in their hand. Karn, yeah. Karn will get the One Ring. All right, so I think I Dothy Thoughtseize here, actually. Yeah, I think Dothy Thoughtseize is better. I'm going to kill this Karn. Don't need them getting free mana off of, or free advantage off of this. And now we go Dothy, Voidwalker, Thought Sneeze. Another Astral Cornucopia. Give me that one ring. Pass. Yeah, before they played the Karn, it was definitely going to be Mount Doom, or it was going to be definitely Dash Ragavan again. But Karn, immediate target. All right. Expedition map will get Power Plant. All right, so they have 3 mana. 3 mana to do what? Another Astral Cornucopia with 1 charge counter. They have no cards in hand. So this turn I can do Dash Ragavan. Do a million. This is 9. Yeah, 9. They're down to 5. Taking Urza's Mine, which would have gotten them Tron. Okay. There's 6. Sure. Mystic Forge. Okay, can't do anything about that. Blast Zone. Okay. So, Dice Factory, Dice, whatever. I think these 6 are really good here. Okay, thanks for going here instead of over here where I wanted you. I think these 6 are really good. Blood Moon effects, that kind of thing. I don't know if... So again, this is my inexperience with the modern meta game, where I don't know what this deck does. Like, obviously I know it's like, play Surge Node, play Astral Cornucopia, make a million mana, that kind of thing. But like, and then I'm assuming from there it's like a regular old Tron deck. But trying to see if it's your usual... All right, no one's playing Mystic Forge. Great. So I feel like in this spot, I'm going to treat this like it's Tron. Just regular old Tron. That might be wrong, but we're going to run with it. All right, get rid of Molten Collapse. That's interesting. I feel like I have to keep Molten Collapse here. I think Croaks is bad. I think Bolts are bad. Terminate seems mid. Fatal Push also seems mid. Yeah, I feel like keeping the Molten Collapse because, like, we're talking Astral Cornucopia, Surge Node, those kind of things. Like being able to pop those things at any time is useful. So, and I guess we'll keep Bone Crusher in, and we'll run with it. All right, Blood Crypt Magus, Fable. This hand looks very bad. I need to apply pressure. I mean, this is pretty good here. I think we put back. I think we put back second Ragavan. That might wind up being wrong, but we're gonna find out. All right, let's get down the Ragavan and pass. All right. Walking barista. Well, um, okay. So I think here I go Bloodstained Mire, Molten Collapse, Target Ballista, and Map. They're gonna shoot Ragavan anyway. I think I can try attacking first, actually. See what happens. Like if they trade it, fine. Sure. I still definitely need to get a swamp here. Pop the expedition map. This might be wrong, but I feel like it's very important here to pop this expedition map. Inventor's Fair. Dominance. Sure. Charge counter on target artifact. Is this choose too? I mean, I could do this next turn. Is Blood Moon worth it here? I don't think so. Let's just go destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage, destroy target artifact being this, deal 2 damage on core tapper. Like simple 2-for-1s, I think are my best way of winning this game. And maybe it was maybe I am supposed to play the Blood Moon there, just in case like they get the Urza's Mine, or like they get an expedition map. One ring. Chalice. I don't have much pressure anyway. I think getting Blood Moon here is fine. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Surge node, sure. Yeah, can't do anything about that. They have no cards in hand, so they're just top decking, which is good. Like they can make a million mana, but like another Surge node. Goddamn. All right. Well, Blood Crypt. I think I want to discard Dothy and Dothy. Yeah. All right, we're going Shelly now. Now they're just going to Surge node away. Hopefully they just continue to dead draw. Okay, that looks like a dead draw. Second Fable. I kind of want to just fire off the Grief here. It's a mine. That's fine. I just wanted to see what they had. Like, I think that information is way more important than anything. Like, I know they're likely just casting whatever it is, if it's anything, but all right, they are dead this turn if they don't have a spell. It was a Urza's Tower. They're dead. All right. Weird bracket after going down 1-2, but I think my deck is kind of built to beat the losers bracket. No offense to any of my opponents, but like, you know, when you hear about winners bracket and you're like, oh, I metagame for the winners bracket. I'm not metagaming for the winners bracket. I'm not metagaming for the losers bracket, but like it feels like my deck, specifically Scam, checks all of those decks in that would be like in the losers bracket. So like I don't know. I don't want to say like those last two matches were free wins, but it feels like this deck does what it's supposed to do better in like, you know, round 1 or 2, or if you're like 2-2 at an RCQ or an RC or at a local store tournament. So I don't know. I don't feel like I learned much from this. I'm going to open the treasure chest while I'm here. I don't feel like I learned a ton from this, if I'm being honest. I think I just need to keep improving with this deck, because I'm just not very good with it yet. Pelucranos, Fauna Shaman. I'm sure all of these are worth like half a tick together. So, but yeah, of course, let me know what you guys think regarding any of the matches. I'm here to learn, and I know that I definitely made some mistakes in all the other games. But generally, I felt like, you know, a 3-2 where I went, you know, 2-0 in the last two games is pretty solid. Like, if we look here, you know. And I don't feel like either of these matches were particularly, or I don't feel like any of these matches were particularly bad, per se. They were pretty close. I mean, 1-2 each time. Yeah, that's not bad. But let me know what you guys think, and let me know, you know, any other things. I'll probably continue to play this on the channel and in paper, just so I can get ready for my Mox Diamond tournament that comes up on Sunday. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Check out all the other videos on the channel, including the podcast. Love some feedback on the podcast as well. And until that time, goodbye.